Welcome to Motorhome Rehab Ranch. Do you have a GMC? Would you like to have one or just learn more about them? You're in the right place. And a special shout out to my ranch hands that help us support us by paying for the videos and asking questions and working on their coach. If you'd like to be a member, a ranch hand, at the end of this video we'll talk more about that. We're specifically devoted to the GMC Motorhome built from 1973 to 1978 only, okay? So let's get into something that may help you understand a little bit more about the GMC. What do you think? Hi guys, it's Jim Bounds with Co-op Motorworks and Motorhome Rehab Ranch on Patreon. And it's in November in Florida. You know, what can I tell you? Gotta wear a jacket. So anyway, we're gonna talk about Christmas trees. I bet you didn't know there was a Christmas tree in your motorhome, did you? Well, here, it looks like this. Christmas tree. Yeah, Charlie Brown's Christmas. You know, I don't know. I'm sure the real name of it is ported vacuum switch. I'm sure some redneck got tired of saying ported vacuum switch and said, well, that looks like a Christmas tree. So anyway, Christmas tree. When you touch your engine cover, pull your air cleaner off, look down at your motor. On the top right corner of the intake manifold is your Christmas tree. I'm gonna hang some balls on it or something. Anyway, it was the EPA's vain attempt to keep you from pumping sewage out of your tailpipe when you were warming the coach up. That's what it did. And I said vain attempt because all of the things in the 70s, you know, vacuum things, you remember back in the 80s, you'd lift the hood and all you saw was a bunch of rubber hoses. Well, those were attempts to get pollution, to arrest pollution. Here's what the Christmas tree did. Okay, here's your Christmas tree on the intake manifold. Here's your carburetor, right here. All right, stop. I know I'm terrible. And over here is your distributor with your vacuum advance hose coming off, all right? So what the ported Christmas tree did is it had one line coming off the distributor, one line going to the intake manifold, to full intake manifold vacuum, and then one line coming over here to the carburetor. Now, if you follow the videos we did about the carburetor, you know this is connected to the ported output on the carburetor. Only Oldsmobile in GM uses ported output. This output has no vacuum on it at all when you're sitting at idle, okay? So when this engine is cold, okay, when you fire it up, it's pulling vacuum from the intake manifold directly to the vacuum advance. And it pulls the vacuum advance. In other words, it advances the motor so it'll start better when it's cold. Okay? Advances the motor. Motor has less pollution when it's advanced. Okay? Now as the engine warms up, thermal switch here, ported vacuum switch, shifts from pulling vacuum from the intake manifold, and now it pulls vacuum from the carburetor. Why does it do that? Because when you're at idle, there's no vacuum coming out of here, zero. So this is not pulled, right? As soon as you hit the throttle, vacuum comes out of here. Bang, pulls that thing, okay? That's what we want to have happen all the time. When you're warm, you want this to happen. The little amount of time that it goes full vacuum here, we don't need all that. This ported vacuum switch goes bad. It's a failure point. We don't need it. The EPA is not going to ask for it. California, I'm sorry. So what we do is we get rid of that, get rid of the vacuum going to the intake manifold. Now you've got to plug that off if you're not going to use it, because that's your intake vacuum. Plug that off. Take the line out, go into the carburetor, take the line out, go into the distributor, and now you have one line going from there to there. No longer from the intake manifold, comes only from the carburetor to here. So if you want to have it advanced when you're warming it up, just put your foot on the gas a little bit. It'll have vacuum if it's off idle. It'll pull it, have the same thing. So we get rid of this. It's one less part. It gives you one more hole to put. Actually, when we do FITAC, that port that we took it out, this is where the sender for the water goes for the FITAC. So we'll reuse that port. You guys with carburetors, we just usually leave this in. It makes a nice plug, you know. If you want to clean it up, you can get rid of it and put a plug in it. So, vacuum switch, ported vacuum switch. Oh, I'm sorry, Christmas tree. That's what they are. And we take them out when we build engines. Could be in California, you know. I don't know, you guys over there. Buy something before 75. That's all I would say if you live in California. Because that's, you know, then you don't have to worry about emissions. All right, well, that's Christmas tree. If you have any other questions or anything like that, or comments, maybe you'd like to keep yours, that's cool. Give me a call. See you next time. Hey guys, it's Jim Bounds. We have an upcoming video about brake boosters. This little round thing right here. If your brake booster doesn't work, you know about it. You have to use your Armstrong pedal. So stay tuned, watch for the video, and you'll have some fun with it.